Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Professor Spira, and this will be the third video in my series on my favorite fruits. Just doing this off the cuff, but there was a few more fruits that weren't in the first two videos that I would like to cover. So without further ado, mangoes. Come on. Okay, mangoes have been very good this year. Been very ripe. I really only buy ripe mangoes. I don't like them to be hard at all. Nice and soft, aromatic. They should smell very nice when you buy them. A lot of the mangoes that you find in mainstream stores, the Krogers and things like that, often aren't very ripe. I tend to go to a Mexican grocer and find incredibly ripe, very good mangoes because they tend to demand good mangoes. Very good, yeah, these look good. There's the different types of mangoes. Now, I also enjoy dried mango. No, not that. I like dried mango that you get at Whole Foods. I've never bought all these dried mangoes are all not what you want. These ones in the bag, they have sweetener, which is silly. You don't need to add sweetener to properly dried mangoes. But okay, that didn't work. Let's look at plums. Plums are very tasty when they are ripe. You might be seeing a theme in my discussion about fruits. It is frustrating that how hard it is to find really good quality fruit. But as I said in the last video, you do the best you can and you get the best that you can that's within your means. But a couple times a year I will get into some plums and find some that are nice and ripe. A little bit about cherries. Cherries are wonderful. They eliminate very well. Very tasty. So I definitely like cherries. I don't get into cherries as much as, say, grapes. Now, Brother Air really loves cherries. Mandarin Oranges. Thought I would throw these in there. Very tasty. There's gonna be all this canned stuff down there, so we'll just look at these. In general, I avoid eating canned fruit and have for a while. When I first got into the diet, I would periodically have canned fruit, and I would keep canned fruit kind of in the cupboard, and I still have some just in case of emergency, just stockpiled, but I haven't eaten canned fruit in a very long time. Obviously you want the ripest, most fresh fruit that you can get, but again, if you are the depending on where you're living in the world, your circumstances, sometimes you might have to get you some canned fruit. If you do, make sure it's 100% juice and don't get it with the syrup and stuff in it if you can avoid it. But ultimately, we think, and I say we, those of us that practice mucusless diet, tend to think more along the lines of elimination as opposed to concepts of nutrition. So we're more concerned about a fruit's or any food's ability to eliminate waste and not leave behind waste. So from that perspective, if you have to eat some canned fruit, it's not the end of the world. It's better than eating some fresh raw goat or bison or any type of wild game. It's a lot better than that. Talk a little bit about raisins. You definitely don't want raisins that have stuff sprinkled on them and sulfates and all that kind of stuff. So definitely read, if you get something like Sun-Maid, or you read, be sure to read packages. I usually always try to get organic raisins, the best raisins that I can find. Now, whenever, and it's very rare now, but whenever I eat or whenever I ate nuts, I would always combine them with raisins. You really do not ever want to eat something like nuts and seeds without having some dried fruit with it to help it digest and to help it eliminate properly. It's very important. So I think that will be all for this installment. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I will talk with you real soon. Peace, love, and breath.